everybody, and thank you so much for joining me on this lovely, cloudy October day. Finally, we're in October, the best month of, like, them all. Today, I'm very excited because I'm finally posting my review for Shelter of the Most High, and bonus, it's release day. Piper, don't eat the microphone, please. I love you. You're so precious. Do you want to help me with the review? What did you think of the book? Tell them that you liked the book. Also, just to let you know, I am a part of the launch team for this book, so I did receive a free copy of this book to review. That does not, however, impact any of my opinions about the book itself. All the opinions are my own and from my experience while reading it. If you've been living under a rock and you haven't watched my previous videos, allow me to do a little bit of an introduction. Connilyn Cossette is an amazing biblical fiction author who has written 2 series now. Her second series isn't complete. Her first series is called Out from Egypt, and it consists of these 3 books that are all amazing and follow the Israelites as they made their way out of captivity in Egypt and eventually settling in the Promised Land. Her second series, or the one that we're going to be talking about today, is her Cities of Refuge series, which are biblical fiction novels that talk about the cities of refuge. You probably don't know what the cities of refuge are, but if you don't, good. These are books that can help you understand that. And to be honest, I still don't fully understand myself, but I really like reading the books about them. The first one is A Light on the Hill, and the second one is Shelter of the Most High, and it did just come out, so go get yourself a copy. And let's get into the review. I promise it will be as spoilery-free as possible. Although before I get into the review, I should probably read the back cover so I can tell you all what this book is about, because I'm horrible at summarizing, and you know it. The daughter of a pagan high priest, Sophia finds solace from her troubles in the freedom of the ocean, but when marauders attack her village on the island of Sicily, she and her cousin are taken across the sea to the shores of Canaan. Ethan has lived in Kadesh, a city of refuge, for the last 11 years, haunted by a tragedy of his childhood, yet chafing at the boundaries placed on him. He is immediately captivated by Sophia, but revealing his most guarded secret could mean drawing her into the danger of his past. As threats from outside the walls loom and traitors are uncovered within, Sophia and Ethan are plunged into the midst of a murder plot. Can they uncover the betrayal in time to save their lives and the lives of those they love? High stakes, I'm telling you. This book is, first of all, cover gorgeous. I know, I say it every time. This book was an amazing continuation off of the last book, A Light on the Hill. I loved getting to follow Mariah, the character from A Light on the Hill, as she grew older. Definitely, I would recommend reading the first series and A Light on the Hill before you read this book, because they all kind of like continue off of each other, and if you read them out of order, there's a chance you'll get spoiled, and nobody likes to get spoiled, am I right? I loved getting to see Ethan, who was a little boy in the last book, all grown up. It was absolutely adorable. I loved how there was a language barrier between the characters, because Sophia obviously didn't speak the same language because she was from an island in Sicily and, you know, had to be rescued essentially and taken to Canaan. Obviously, they don't share the same language, but I found it very well written, considering I would have normally found that to be a huge distraction when reading. I would have been especially probably turned off by the fact that the characters can't understand each other. But the book is written from first person, from 2 perspectives, and it's actually pulled off really well. And I like how their relationship kind of develops based on how they see each other act, more than just like the things they say or their physical appearance. Although, of course, physical attraction does play a part in the romance of the book. Duh. I thought it was a great story about someone who knows nothing about God, because normally in these books and in biblical fiction books, they take place from the point of view of characters who have grown up in, you know, Hebrew, Jewish, Israelite culture, and, you know, they they don't really need an introduction as to who God is. They kind of have this concept in their mind already. But I enjoyed getting to see the world from the perspective of someone who doesn't know God, as well as the Hebrews and Canaanites and Israelites and whatever they're called. That sounded really rude, I'm sorry. It was just a really good representation of how God is communicating. I don't know how to say this. Hold on, I need coffee. It was just really unique to see that. I enjoyed watching Sophia, one of the main characters, come to know God from an outsider's perspective, and someone who literally knew absolutely nothing about God and faith and, you know, our God and who he is and how he works in your life. And it was just interesting to see that perspective, because for me, I've grown up in a Christian home. I've always known who God is. You've kind of always had that Christian lifestyle. So it doesn't really occur to me that some people don't have that. Some people don't know about God. Some people don't grow up in the church. And I just thought that was a really cool route to take in this book. You guys know Connilyn Cossette is like one of my favorite authors. She is like the author, the kind of author I aspire to be. In my own writing. I love her writing style. It's flawless every single time. So as far as that's concerned, good book, you know, really written well, really captivating. I read it in a day, so, you know, no surprise there. And I would just highly recommend that you pick up a copy of this book. I was so excited to be a part of the launch team, so I did receive this copy for free. I would give this book a 4 3/4 star out of 5 stars and a 9 stars out of 10 stars. Only because when we got to the end, I wasn't really feeling like I was ready for it to be over. I kind of expected there to be a little bit more of those characters, but there will be a little bit more of them in the following book. She's already like written it and planning it, and so you can go over to my blog where I posted a few questions and answers that she provided for us bloggers who are a part of the launch team, and read all about that. This is not Sophia and Ethan's last run in the Cities of Refuge series. They will appear later on. So I'm kind of crossing my fingers because I just didn't really feel fully, at the end I didn't feel full closure of the characters and their journey. And I imagine that in the next book we'll probably see them a little bit older and, you know, obviously see how their lives have turned out since this book, so I imagine that that will probably give me the closure I'm wanting. That's the only reason it didn't get a full 10 out of 10 was because I still felt like I needed a little bit more at the end, but it was really good, really solid, a great second book in a series, a great second book in her second series, and I would highly recommend that you get all of her books right now because they are the books that really just got me hooked on biblical fiction and got me interested in writing books in general and blogging about them and making videos about them. So go check out Connilyn Cossette's books. She's amazing. She's a great author. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jenna Van Mourik, an inspired writer and an inspirational fiction reader who reads, writes, and lives for Jesus. You can find me on Instagram at Jenna Van Mourik, also on Twitter and Facebook and Pinterest and all of the things. All the links to those are in the description box below. Don't forget to check out my blog because there is a corresponding blog post with more information about this book and little bits of an interview with Connilyn Cossette that you need to check out. So the link to that is also in my bio, or you can go to www.jennavanmourik.com. It's very easy to find me anywhere. Just type in my name. I should pop up. There aren't that many Jenna Van Mouriks in the world. I hope you guys all have a great day, a great October, happy reading, and if you're doing NaNoWriMo, happy Preptober. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!